Random Terminator fans, I come before you today with another toy review. This time I'll be taking a look at this, which is the Terminator NECA Kyle Reese figure, and here it is in its packaging, which is pretty much, if you've seen my review of the T800 Police Station Assault Terminator figure, you'll see that it is essentially the exact same packaging, so I'll not spend too long talking about that. But if you did see that review, you'll know how much I love this sidebar here. It's very retro, so you've got the Terminator logo at the top here with a picture of Arnie, which is straight from the movie's poster. He even has that little laser-guided pistol there in his hand. Then down here you've got the opening crawl from the start of the first movie. Again, I think that's a nice touch. Down here you've just got some legal guard there and all that nonsense. Then over here you've got Kyle Reese, Human Resistance Soldier, and this is in a great little design. It's kind of like that Terminator Vision design, and this carries the whole way throughout the rest of the packaging, even behind the figure there. Talking of which, the actual figure itself is displayed in the box very, very well, very clear, along with his accessories too. That looks great. The side of the box just has a little picture there of the figure himself. That looks really good. And then around the back here, another picture of the figure with a picture of some of the other figures in the range. And a little bit of a bio there on Kyle Reese himself. If you do want to read this, then please pause the video and read it in your own time. But for now, let's crack on and take a look at the actual toy itself. Alrighty, so here we go. The detail of this figure, for the most part, is pretty good. Now, I'll bring it a little closer and let you see, but I don't think the face sculpt looks a lot like Michael Biehn. If you take a look at it there, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the facial expression, but for me, like, that's a very, very weird facial expression. It almost kind of makes him look like a zombie there, just with those eyes. Like, the eyes almost kind of look bloodshot. But apart from that, you know, I do appreciate the detail on the face, like the lengths they've gone to. Like, you can see his philtrum there, like below his nose. The nostrils are detailed on there too. And even if you look carefully there, you can see he's got a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow going on. So, I think it's just the expression on the face. It just makes him look really, really strange. I really do like the hair sculpt. Then again, I do on most NECA figures. I think it looks really excellent. You can see his ear there as well. Now, looking at the body is an absolute delight. Now, this is where NECA have really, really knocked themselves out of the park. If you take a look there, on the detail on the coat alone is absolutely glorious. Look at that. You can see all the seams, all the stitching on the lapels there even. All the wrinkles and creases. We'll talk about that in a little second. Like, this thing just blows me away. Look at that. You can see the little the belt that ties around the coat there as well. Even the buttons here too. Like, look at that. The amount of detail in this thing is just really, really gorgeous. And even on the back here too. Remember what I was saying about the creases as well? Look at this. It really does look like it's actually made of material, even though it is just made out of molded plastic. Now, what I particularly like what they've done here is that not just have they got these kind of creases on the figure, they've also went over it with a little bit of dark paint there, and that really brings out those creases, especially under, like, controlled lighting conditions, and it just makes this figure stand out really well. And even here, look at this. The coat doesn't actually fit him properly, because of course he was running away from the cops and he hid in a store and just kind of nicked it. So it doesn't fit him properly, so you can actually see his shoulder blades sticking out through the back of the coat, through the back of the material. Fantastic. And what really rounds it off, if you open it, you can see the inside is darker than the outside. So the attention to detail there just blows me away. And what else can I really say? I mean, if you look at the shirt there, it's exactly the same thing with those creases and wrinkles with that little bit of paint in them there just to bring them out. The trousers look great, even with the splotches of paint there, which he stole from a tramp. Very artistic tramp, if he's spilling paint all over himself. But even if you watch the movie, you can see those multicolored stains are actually there. And again, in keeping with the detail, you can see the seams, you can see the creases. It's just gorgeous. And then even on the feet here as well, you can see his Nike trainers, which unfortunately are missing the tick sign. So I don't know if that's some copyright reason why they couldn't include that. But the shoes themselves look, apart from that Nike tick, just like they do in the movie. So detail-wise, this figure is absolutely gorgeous, apart from that freaky-looking face sculpt. Moving on to articulation, the head is on a ball joint here at the top of the neck, so it can do the full 360-degree exorcist twist. It can also kind of nod up and down and turn to the left and right, kind of cock his head sideways a little bit there. The arm can spin the full 360 degrees at the shoulder and kind of pivot in there about 45 degrees at the elbow, and can also spin the full 360 degrees there as well. Then there's the full 360 here on the wrist also, and then the wrist can also kind of pivot in and out there a little bit as well. On the waist, the legs can spin the full 360 degrees here, and also there's kind of a little bit of an ab crunch going on here, so they can kind of bend in and out. The top of his torso can bend in and out there too. No leg articulation whatsoever, no knee articulation, and as for the feet, well, they just spin the full 360 degrees there too. So the articulation is good, not great, but then at the same time you have to realize that this is pretty much for adult collectors, so whenever this is up on display, it's only really going to be in one pose, so you don't really need too much articulation. When it comes to accessories, Kyle comes with his pump-action shotgun here, which he stole from the police car at the start of the movie, with the sawn-off butt there at the end. And I really do like the detail on this because it just looks so good. So it's been given a little coat of grey paint there, and the detail on it just looks gorgeous. And I like that little coat of brown paint on the little pump there as well, and also on the butt here too. I think it looks really, really good. And if I take a look around the other side as well, you see the detail carries over to it too, so I think it looks really, really good. And just like in the movie as well, it is tied with a little piece of rope to the inside of his coat there, which is a great little piece of detail there. I really, really appreciate that. And not only is this present, it's also made of string, so it is like it's made out of rope. So again, a great little touch by NECA there. I really, really do like that. The figure also comes with this frankly microscopic photo of Sarah Connor here, but credit where credit's due, it is the actual photo from the movie. It looks like an actual frame that's been lifted from the movie, so that's nice. But at the same time, it's so incredibly small, and I mean, there's nowhere really on the figure to put it. I mean, you can't really hold it properly, and there's no pocket or anything for him to put it in, so I can see this getting lost incredibly easily. So I think it would have been a much better idea had they included this photo, but actually made it, actual 6x4 photo, so it's actually full-sized, because within the Terminator universe, this photo of Sarah Connor, it's a very iconic photo, and a lot of Terminator fans would like to actually own this photo. Maybe it could have been aged and decayed like how it looks whenever Kyle Reese has it, so it would have been great to have had that included as a little accessory, because with this, I do feel it is kind of wasted. Doing a size comparison, you can see that Kyle Reese does fit in pretty well with some of the other NECA Terminator figures from Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. Now, the only other NECA figures I have at the moment that are out of their packaging are all of Arnold Schwarzenegger. So Arnold Schwarzenegger is, of course, a little bit taller than Michael Biehn. So you can see that the scale is quite nice here. He does fit in very, very well. So, all in all, what do I think of this figure? Well, once again, NECA have delivered a toy which is absolutely beautiful. The attention to detail in this thing is nothing less than astounding. I mean, you've heard me gush about the wrinkles in the fabric. It all makes it look so realistic with the work that they've put into this thing. It is absolutely sublime. The accessories are equally gorgeous as well. I love that sawn-off shotgun. The detail again is fantastic, right down to that piece of rope that he's tied around it and tied onto the inside of his coat. Master stroke to include that as well. The packaging, what more can I say about the packaging that I haven't said in my T800 review? I just think it's very retro, it's very of its time, it's very 80s, and I think it just looks gorgeous. It fits the characters so well. The few issues that I do have with it, the articulation, it could have been a little bit better, but at the same time, it doesn't really bother me. The face sculpt, however, I do have a little bit of an issue with. I don't think it looks too much like Michael Biehn, and of course, the inclusion of the picture of Sarah Connor, while it is nice, I would have preferred had they included a life-sized replica of Kyle Reese's photograph, so it's all kind of torn up and dog-eared and dirty and stuff. I think that would have set off any Terminator fans collection really well. But apart from that, I can't find fault with this figure. I think this is some of NECA's best work. I really do. And I can't wait to see what figures they come out with in the future. Like, I'd love to see a Sarah Connor figure from Terminator 1 and maybe even Terminator 2. Both, actually. I'd actually pick up both. I just think their work's getting better every time. And I think this just shows it, really. I think it's absolutely to die for. I think it's amazing. So if you're a Terminator fan, if you're a Kyle Reese fan, even if you're a Michael Biehn fan, get out there and pick up this figure, because I can't recommend it enough. I do think it looks sublime. So that pretty much does it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's countless more reviews online. Thank you again for watching, and remember to keep following the nerd. Bye-bye.